Hi there, I'm your math help tutor, and today we are going to learn about division using the grid method or using an array. Being able to divide numbers is a very important skill because many tasks that we do every day use these operations. There are several ways for us to visualize what happens to numbers when we divide them. We can use number lines, the grid method, or what's also called the array method, and the standard algorithm, which is also called long division. In this video, we will discuss dividing numbers using the grid method or the array method. Division can also be understood using a grid. Here, you will see a grid or an array with 10 squares in it. If we want to divide 10 by 5, we can divide it in two ways. We can divide these 10 boxes into 5 parts with an equal number of boxes in them, or we can divide it into separate parts with exactly 5 boxes inside of each section. If we divide 10 boxes into 5 equal parts, you can see that the size of each division is 2. So our answer to 10 divided by 5 is 2. Another way of looking at it is if we divide 10 boxes into parts with exactly 5 boxes in each part, we can see that there are two of such divisions with exactly 5 boxes in it, and therefore our answer is 2. Now notice that this grid looks very similar to what we do when multiplying numbers using the grid method. Of course, we know that 5 times 2 is equal to 10, or 2 times 5 is equal to 10 as well. So you can see that multiplication is very much related to division. Let's now try a bigger number, say 50. So here we have a grid or an array with 50 boxes in it. If we divide 50 boxes by 10, what is the answer? We can write this problem down as 50 divided by 10. So to answer this problem, we can create 10 sections within 50 boxes and then count the size of each section. We can see that our answer is 5. The size of each section when we divide 50 boxes into 10 equal segments is 5. We can also divide 50 boxes by creating sections that are exactly 10 boxes in size, and then seeing how many of such boxes fit inside 50 boxes. Doing this, we can see that we can have 5 segments that have exactly 10 boxes each. So our answer is 5. So the answer to 50 divided by 10 is 5. Again, notice that if we do multiplication, 5 times 10 or 10 times 5 is equal to 50. So groups with 5 boxes in it multiplied 10 times is equal to 50 boxes. Same here, we have groups with 10 boxes in them and we multiply them 5 times, it gives us 50 as well. So this shows us the relationship between multiplication and division. Let's try another one with a larger number, say 150. So here we have a grid or an array with 150 boxes in it. If we divide 150 boxes by 10, what is the answer? So we can write this problem down as 150 divided by 10. To solve this problem, we can create 10 sections within our array of 150 boxes and then count the size of each section. After doing that, we can see that our answer is 15. The size of each section when we divide 150 boxes into 10 equal segments is 15. We can also divide 150 by creating sections that are exactly 10 boxes in size and then see how many of such boxes fit inside 150 boxes. Doing this, we can see that we can have 15 segments that have exactly 10 boxes each. So that means that the answer to 150 divided by 10 is 15. Again, notice that if we do multiplication, 15 times 10 or 10 times 15 is equal to 150, showing us the relationship between multiplication and division. So the array to the left has sections with 15 boxes in them, and we multiply them 10 times, which gives us 150. And the array to the right has sections that have 10 boxes in them, and we multiply them 15 times, which gives us the same answer of 150. I'm sure by this time you have noticed the problem with the grid method or the array method, right? Its main weakness is that if the number that we are trying to divide is too large, it would be very difficult to find the answer. We would need to do a lot of drawing and a lot of counting of boxes just to arrive at our answer. The larger the number is that we want to divide, the more squares we have to draw and count, which is not very efficient if we want to know, say, how many people donated money if you collected $5,000 $1,000 and each donation was $10. To solve that problem using the line method or the grid method will take us a very long time to determine the answer. These methods are just best at making beginner mathematicians understand what actually happens whenever we divide a number. For an easier way of dividing numbers, especially large numbers, we use the standard algorithm or what's called long division. Now it's time for interesting fact time. Do you know that you could solve for the missing multiplier or multiplicand just by using division? If you're trying to find a missing multiplicand or multiplier, you can just divide the product by the given number to find the missing value. So if you're asked 5 times blank is equal to 10 and you're being asked for that missing multiplier, you can just divide 10 by 5 to get the answer, which is 2. This is because multiplication is just like the reverse of division. So if we have a grid or an array with 10 boxes in it, and we know that the length of this array is 5 boxes long, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then we would know that the height of this array is 2 boxes high, which can be seen in these equations. This is the same for 6 times blank is equal to 18. So if we have an array or a grid with 18 boxes in it, and we know that the length of this grid or array is 6 boxes long, then we would know that this grid has a height of 3 boxes. And we can find this out by dividing 18 by 6. So the missing number for the equation 6 times blank is equal to 18 is 3. It's also the same for blank times 4 is equal to 20. So if we have a grid which has 20 boxes in it, and we know that one of the sides is 4, or that the array or the grid is 4 boxes high, then it would be easy for us to find out that this array is 5 boxes long. And we can find this out by dividing 20 by 4, which is 5. So the answer to blank times 4 is equal to 20 is 5 times 4 is equal to 20. Now let's review what we have learned. You can pause the video if you need more time to answer the questions. Let's begin. This is a method of dividing a number using drawings or pictures of rows and columns. The answer is grid method or array method. Using the grid method, what is 20 divided by 4? The answer is 5. So how did we come up with this answer? Here, we are given a grid that has 20 boxes in it. Now, since we know that the grid has a height of 4 boxes, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, then we can see that the grid or the array is 5 boxes long. So the answer is 5. Or another way of looking at this is we divide the grid, which has 20 boxes in it, into several parts that have exactly 4 boxes in them. And then we count the number of parts that have exactly 4 boxes in them. And from here, we can see that we were able to create 5 parts. And that is the answer to 20 divided by 4. Find the missing number. 6 times blank is equal to 12. The answer is 2. So how did we come up with this answer? There are 2 ways for this. We could either just divide 12 by 6, which we know is 2, or we can draw a grid that has 12 boxes in it and is 6 boxes long. So in order for this grid or this array to have 12 boxes in it, then we should have a height of 2. 1, 2. So by doing these methods, we would find the answer is 2. And that's it for now. Remember to keep on practicing your math skills with our sample exercises and workbooks. See you then. Visit mathhelptutor.com to improve your math skills and your math test scores today. You can do this through your unlimited access to all our math lessons, practice quizzes, and workbooks. You can also schedule a one-on-one tutorial session with us today. Check out the links below this video to see how you can support us if you found this video helpful. Of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video and this channel to your friends and family who might need this. See you soon!